At the persistent pleas of three mischievous children, the administrator, nearing the end of his shift, relented and took them on a ride in a cable car that should have been out of service. Little did he know that this seemingly kind decision would plunge them into a terrifying nightmare. As the naughty kids ignored warnings and bounced around inside the cabin, the cable car abruptly halted mid-air the very next moment.
Okay? Are you okay?
After confirming the children were unharmed, the attendant hurried to the rear of the cabin and looked down. Below, every light in the city had gone out. At first, he thought it was just a brief power outage, but when he tried calling his colleagues, he discovered not only was his walkie-talkie unresponsive, but even the cabin's radio system had failed. Before he could figure out what was happening, the cabin's electronics began malfunctioning for no apparent reason. Seeing this, the attendant grabbed a fire extinguisher to put out the flames, unaware this was merely the beginning of the nightmare. Soon, all electronic devices were destroyed. First, the walkie-talkie hanging around his neck. Next, the cardiac stent implanted in the attendant's body. Before the children could recover from their shock, their cameras, phones, and other devices began failing one after another. Terrified, they hastily discarded their belongings, now completely cut off from the outside world. But before they could process this, a piercing alarm blared. Echoing off the valley walls, the sound felt sharper than usual. Just as their eardrums threatened to rupture, it abruptly ceased. The succession of events left the mischievous kids utterly stunned, but now was no time for that. One of them quickly bent down to check the administrator's condition. After confirming there was absolutely no heartbeat, Jack boldly pulled back the administrator's clothing. He discovered the chest area had already been charred.
Oh my gosh. The fuck is that?
He attempted a few rounds of CPR, but it was useless on a body long dead. Observing the mine, he noticed not a single light visible in the city below. If it were merely a power outage, at least car headlights should still be visible. He surmised the earlier noise must have been some kind of evacuation alert.
Evacuation for what? I don't know.